Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about this Tomahawk here with the spike. I did a YouTube short, which obviously you guys saw. I'm playing around with the shorts. They're just kind of fun, you know. It's something different. When I first hit YouTube, I didn't really care much, but now I'm just kind of dabbling in it a little bit. I may or may not keep doing them. Who knows? But I did a video on this, and I got a bunch of messages. People are asking for a video on it, more information. I want to see it more in detail and stuff. So here you go. That's what you want to see. So I'm doing it for you today. This was an Amazon find. They sell these individually. They sell them as a 2-pack or a 3-pack. The branding is JXE and then JXO. I don't know if you pronounce that, if it represents something. I really couldn't tell you. It's just some Chinese company. This is 14.5 inches long. It's 19.4 ounces. If you just get one of them, they are $20.99. Like I said, they have a 2-pack. The 2-pack is $42.99. So technically, if you bought the 2-pack, they end up being $21.50 each. So it's cheaper just to do 2 separate orders of one. However, if you got the 3-pack, I think they're charging $52.99, which makes them just over like $17.50 each, $17.60 something. So yeah, I mean, that would be the best deal if you if you happen to want 3 of these things. But it's pretty simple. The sheath works fine. We have Velcro flap over top. Then you have the 2 button snaps, which actually creates the retention. All right, so once you unsnap those, then you can carefully remove this. I would suggest holding the actual hatchet head like this. Otherwise, in me taking this in and out of the sheath, I poked myself. That's why I'm being very cautious. I poked myself in the front because I'm pushing the sheath down and pushing this forward. And then, you know, obviously the sharp spike is going to pop out, the top, that blade's going to pop out. So it's easier just to literally pinch the head of it and then use your offhand to maneuver that sheath around it. All right, but that's how you get this on and off. All right, so let's put that off to the side for a second so you take a better look at it. So the only reason I was interested in this is because of the spike. Without the spike, it's just a hatchet. I mean, there's a million of them online. You can see there's heavy jimping on the underside here. If you were to choke up to use this, it's not uncomfortable here, but it's uncomfortable there. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, I mean, you can absolutely use this. It actually has a very sharp edge on it, the hatchet part. But again, for me, the whole purpose was this spike. This is a very menacing spike that comes to a very fine point. Okay, this thing pierces through all kinds of stuff. It is super fun to slam this into wood and anything else, you know. Come Halloween, I'm sure I'll be, you know, smashing a pumpkin with it as well. You can see some different random markings on here. FBIQQ, no idea what that means there. On the front here, it says JXE, JXO, so that's their branding on the little head. Get that to focus. Random hex cutouts here for, I mean, I suppose you could use that as a hex wrench or hex wrench. Yeah, I mean, you know, fit and finish is it's just whatever. Obviously, we have a plastic handle here. I'm not sure the grade of plastic. I mean, you know, hitting things with the spike. I didn't even use the head of it yet, but hitting things with the spike, it's holding up because I am beating on this thing. You can see some of that paint wear on the front there. There's 3 bolts that obviously attach the handle to the head here, but I haven't taken these apart. I'm assuming it pretty much stops there. That would be my best assumption. There's 2 little nubs here. Again, this is supposed to, if you're holding this up, keep your hand from sliding down. There is obviously some ribbing towards the bottom here. You could use 2 hands if you really need to. If you really want to get some extra strength and, you know, 2-handed into something. But like I said, I mean, it's kind of a novelty for me. It's fun. You could absolutely use this to process wood in an emergency, but it's all about the spike. I mean, that's why I got this thing. I have plenty of hatchets that work very well. It's not like I'd recommend this as a fantastic hatchet for camping. You know, it's the spike. Now, you could see here, there's kind of an indentation here. That's not from me. That's just from factory. You know, I mean, that's just the fit and finish of it is not the best. I mean, I don't know if they're all like that, if that's how the mold is, or if this one just got dented and, you know, processing. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, it's a $20 novelty for me. But yeah, I like it. Like I said, it's holding up just fine for now. If we ever had a zombie apocalypse, which I don't think we're going to have, but you never really know, right? This would be a fantastic option. I know everyone loves to focus on their firearms and stuff, but, you know, you've seen the zombie movies. You don't want to be shooting zombies. I mean, maybe it's nice to kill them from a distance, but number one, it wastes ammo. You may want to save that for the real threats, which we all know what are during a zombie apocalypse. It's not the zombies, it's the real people. Yeah, I mean, you know, you've seen the movies. So you got to have some kind of cutting instrument, some kind of blunt force trauma that lasts. This doesn't need ammo. You know, you can use a spike over and over and over again until your arm muscle gives out. But anyway, there you go. The little zombie hatchet, or I mean, I think they technically are calling this a Tomahawk. Tomahawk, camp axe, whatever. I'm sure they have all those descriptions on there to sell them. But there you go. In case you want to see a little closer, it is it's super cool. So let me grab that sheath so I can show you putting this thing away. You put the handle through the bottom here. All right, get a good hold of that. And like I said, just be careful when you're sliding this back in so your fingers are far away. And that is all. So there you go, just a fun little novelty. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.